And we are live.
Good morning, rise and grind, and Merry Christmas. It's that time again for Wake and Bake with the Groskies. I'm Skillbo1, and we have all kinds of people here today. I'm going to run around, I'm going to pass it to Sequence, and we'll go from there.
I'm just turning on my lights, dude. Get my Christmas lights on.
I see.
Good morning, guys. Appreciate you being here. Chat, panel. We got some more people that are going to stop in probably on the panel. I invited several people. More chats, more shows than ours. Speak of them and they will come. Spartan's here.
Spartan now.
Welcome, Spartan.
He did say he set his alarm, and he set it for 6, and there he is.
Just trying to start the day off on the right foot, and here we are, rolling up some doobies, smoking some bowls, getting ready to deal with the day, all the hecticness of doing all the things. So thank you, everyone in the chat.
You're here. We're here together.
Mm-hmm. That's deep.
Deep, man.
Yeah. So I see that I'm the only one that brought the Christmas spirit, or at least the lights.
Look in Spartan's eyes. Look in Spartan's eyes. You can see so much fucking Christmas spirit in those eyes.
He's like, man, I told you guys I was never waking up for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I picked a festive background.
I'm doing my best, just trying to get the chat pulled up, man.
Hey, you know what? I have to say this since Red is not here. Make sure that you switch Top Chat over to Live Chat for those of you that are in the chat. I'm trying to let my music or my ad play all the way through, you know.
No, man, I appreciate it. As you spoke, I was switching from Top Chat to Live Chat.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
In the pre-show, we got to watch Dan setting up his e-nail.
Yes.
With a smile on his face.
Big old rips off this here shortly.
Trying to find what I'm going to smoke first here.
I rolled up the Tropicana Cookies pheno that's behind my head here. Tara was all excited until she learned that it was the purple pheno, and that's the one that she said gives her anxiety. So
It's so good, though, and I hate to say that it does, but...
I won't be passing it over to Tara.
I'll pass.
I want to shout out chat real quick. Good morning, chat. Merry Christmas, and there's no fucking way I'm keeping up with chat this morning. So. Everybody, I see a couple of people. Mr. Greek, shouting me out. Shout out, guys. There's no way I'm keeping up this morning. My brain's barely moving right now at this point.
Well, thank you for being here this morning, Spartan.
No problem, man. Thank everybody else for being here. That's fucking awesome. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of shows today, especially this early in the morning. That's a fucking commitment there.
I shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
We'll make them watch us if there's nothing else on. But they got to watch, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Bored waiting for the kids to get up.
Isn't that why the NBA has games today? Because there's nothing else on TV.
There's nothing else to do.
Oh, I guess it.
Watch TV.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Sour D to start off my day.
I'm starting off with Doc's Forbidden Skittles.
Yum.
Doc grows that fire.
You hooked me up with some cuts this week, man.
Are you good on that? Yeah.
Tara's got the family show going on over there. Tara, who's with you over there?
I've got Metro 420 right here, and then my sister Lori's here somewhere. It's good.
Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
What's going on?
Nice to see you, Nut Tree.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, we know lots of people aren't able to spend the holiday with their families and stuff, so now you've got a couple hours to be able to smoke some joints with some idiots just like your families. And then you can swear at us instead and just...
As the guy with lights around his neck.
But the good thing is we promise not to
He's
fucking
ready for
argue.
an easy out.
Right on.
No arguing.
Absolutely not.
Who brought the green bean casserole?
I like green bean casserole.
Ugh.
No green bean cow.
I got the monster or I'm not here. So
made coffee. I haven't made coffee in a long time at home. And here I am.
Which Farmer, you're so fucking noisy in the morning, dude. I can't hardly
Yeah, I
hear
know.
Sequence talk because you're over there yelling.
Trying to smoke this joint. I forgot my coffee, so I'm just trying to
He and I were
get the gears going.
when it was just us two. We were pre-showing it up.
Yeah, just gotta.
And he's still not ready. See?
Well, now he wants to be polite and not,
Yeah.
you know.
I gotta do Monday Zoom meetings every week, so it's like everybody's talking over each other.
Is that your typical background for your Zoom meetings for work?
Oh yeah, all December. Gotta be festive.
Question is, are you up before your kids this morning?
Oh God, yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Every
What the
day.
hell?
Well, no, my youngest son tried to get up at 4 and open gifts, and then he tried to get up at 5 and open gifts. He just keep going to bed.
Keep going to
He's
bed.
due. He's
Oh,
due.
he's
He's
gotta wait till 8. Poor kid.
Yeah, now he's got to wait until 8.
Yeah, I made him stay up until 11 last night, so he
Try to
sleep
conk him
until
up.
about 8 o'clock. No, 4.
Canadian cannabis connoisseur says I didn't make Pepsi this morning. I made sure to bring one with me
Oh, that's a win.
just in case. That's funny.
I'm glad to see that we have 33 diehards here. I'm just going to give some shout outs from the bottom. I want to give a shout out to Canadian Cannabis Connoisseur, Canna Bus Driver, Susan Stewart, Kev Jitsu. Oh, there's a name, Pip Jam McBodie Funk. Cheers. I think I've seen that you said you're from the UK, so it's the middle of the
Yes,
afternoon
sir.
for you.
That's a decent name.
Jay Green, good morning. Dan the Indoor Man. We got Dan the Dankman, Dan, Dankman 420, all those names, you know.
So many Dans.
Exactly. Rasta K, good morning. I already shouted out Lori. Big Dave, what's going on? American Honey, Goodrich is always coming back through. The Jeff Rowe, good morning, Merry Christmas. Mr. Greach. And then I think that might be about it. Nope, we got a Danker Butt in there. April Abattoir. Sorry if I murdered your last name. I tried to do it smoothly like I knew what I was saying. And
That's the way. You just butcher
roll
it
with it,
and move
man.
on.
Yep, I'll correct you later on. But I have to say that Chuck Norris is in the fucking chat, so there may be a spin kick
Shape
before
up.
fucking hash time here, man.
Shape up.
Shape up, he says.
Herb growing legal. Good morning, and I think I might have nailed it all. Yeah, man.
I don't know about nailed it.
Let me tell my story my own way.
I don't know about nailed it,
It's all
fella.
about confidence.
That was
As long
a
as you say it
solid seven.
Thank
confidently,
you,
it's
Spartan.
true.
See, Spartan's always got my back.
About the confidence.
Solid 70.
Solid 7.
Right after us. Sorry I fucked up your name. He nailed it.
I don't know if I messed it up. I may not have. I may have nailed that shit.
I'm gonna say you did.
I
It was
fucking
so fluent.
He's very optimistic in any case.
It
stuck
sounded
the
fancy enough.
landing.
I liked it.
It sounded
See,
fancy enough, he says.
Duck it.
See, Mr. Greach knows I stuck the landing.
So did you guys get everything you wanted for Christmas?
I just
Yeah.
wanted to be here
Yeah.
with you guys. That's it,
Yeah,
man.
it's him right here, right now.
We ain't pleased, my friend. We ain't pleased.
Yeah, I agree with all that, but I also got 2 badass lighters, and I'm fucking thrilled about them.
You did, dude.
Yeah, I already shared them on my Instagram, but yeah,
No
I got,
butane.
I got like a personalized one from my daughter, a Zippo, which fucking you can't beat a Zippo, right?
Nope.
So I got
With
that.
the real logo.
Then my son, he got me this fancy little. It's one you can charge out of through USB.
Nice.
So there's a battery indicator on the side, tell you how charged it is.
Oh,
And you
dang.
lift the lid, it lights up. So like when it's at night, it lights up like a lighter, so you can see where you're lighting. You face that towards yourself, so it actually gives you a light. And then it's weatherproof.
Damn. I need one right now because I forgot the lighter inside the house. I'll just do more dabs.
I'm a sucker for any kind of gadget, and so I really like that.
Your kids clearly didn't get together and discuss their ideas because they both got you lighters, huh?
One's for in the house and one
listen,
is for on the road. That's
it
how
says
Maybe
that my
they did,
kids-
and they didn't want to outdo each other, so they
They're
just
both
picked a
awesome
lighter.
lighters. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna say that the kids obviously know me well.
No, they definitely do.
I use them a lot. Good
They
job.
both know you well, that's for sure.
Good morning, Streamlabs. I see you made it to the show. Always
still,
nice to see you in the chat.
still in the disrupting chat until the end of the end of the
Oh,
year.
wait a minute. I just read the chat.
Chopping links.
April Abattoir. This is close enough. It's just like it sounds. Abba and Toy.
Dang, dude.
That's
I'm
a
proud
win.
of you.
Nah.
Proud of you.
Merry
Man.
Christmas.
Somebody humble this guy.
Great
Yeah.
humbling.
Somebody humble this guy. It's gonna get out of hand.
It's Christmas. Let him have a day, man. Let him have one
Let him
fucking
have a
day.
day.
Let me have my day, man.
Oh, he did. Abattoir. That's a win.
What is that? Abattoir.
Abattoir.
Not to be confused with an abattoir. There's Sequence's fancy word for the day.
Fuck, now I'm gonna have to Google that. He's always telling me French on the late sesh.
What was I hitting you with?
A bon
Oh,
bon.
bon
I'll
vivant.
spice up your.
Yeah, that's what it
backbite.
was. Yeah, he was really impressing us last time.
Yeah.
Ooh, American Honey says, I bought someone a humidor and then dropped it on my foot while trying to wrap it.
Ow.
Sounds like a good reason to smoke one. Dan, I see you sitting out there in the little hash shed that could, and it's all insulated. How warm is it in there this morning?
Dude, it's really warm. The hat's deceiving. I just didn't want to show my bald head. So yeah, it's about 75 degrees in here.
Nice.
It made, man.
Very comfy.
Yeah.
Warmer than me.
Yeah, and then like I said, if we want to cool it down, I just open the door for about a minute.
10 seconds.
Then it's cold. It's like about 22 degrees here outside.
Speaking of Dankman Dan, my oldest son was over yesterday, and I was showing him off all the different samples I have. And he went back to that Primal Punch 3 times, Dan.
Wow.
Like, you know, he set it down, and he was all the same bags. And he goes, oh, look at this one. Grabs it, and he's like, damn, it's that Primal Punch again. Puts it down. He's just going through all the other shit, and he comes back through, and he was like, oh, shit, look at this. He grabs it. It's the fucking Primal Punch again. So,
Right on it.
3 times the lady.
Right on. And you're gonna have some great flour when you get it. You're gonna enjoy it.
Tara, what you smoking?
A little bit of GMO that I have left over.
Ooh.
How was your Christmas so far, Tara?
Great. Couldn't ask for a better freaking day ever.
Hell yeah.
She's having the best start. She's got 2 people with her so far.
I know. I couldn't ask for a better.
I should say she's got one person with her she wants and one person that's just there.
Yeah.
Let them figure out who's who. Get them going.
The background voice.
There'll be no peace at your house.
Oh, we all know who's who.
I'm surprised you get a middle finger come around the camera.
I was waiting.
No, I'm waiting for it.
I'm behaving myself.
It was
Lord.
nostrils earlier.
Right.
It was.
Cheers, David Stein, Broken Biome, and Gone Fishing 7420. Scooby, I think that's going to be a Scooby YouTube, but Scooby YT, Intuitive Genetics. Good morning. Merry Christmas.
What are you guys' plans for today? Family, friends, any of that stuff? Or do you guys see? I always tried, for me, when my kids were younger and everything was growing up, it was early on, it was kind of a little fight between, it wasn't a fight, but it was a disagreement. Like, I always felt like, when I was a kid, I always hated running all over the damn place on Christmas. I liked just staying home and playing with my toys. I didn't like to get up, you know, see some awesome toys or whatever, and then have to go all over the place and not be able to play with my shit.
Yeah, that's what Christmas Eve's for.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always thought. I always thought, you know,
Yep.
let's do all the run around before like Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas just stay home.
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind
That
of
was
still
kind
like
of what
that.
the tradition on my side was kind of like.
So for my kids, I had them open all their presents and play with them and all that stuff. So today, when I get them for Christmas in particular, we don't have stuff to do at my house. We're just going to go to my mom's house and chill for like half of the day or whatever.
Mama sequences.
Yeah. So I'd be
Don't
nice
sound
and
so fucking enthusiastic,
dedicated to
bro.
go to
Yeah.
We're doing a Christmas show because I have to go to my mom's house. So You know, just like all of you guys that are watching probably have to go to your family member's house or whatever.
Well, this is a weird year, man. So it's even if
Yeah.
you don't, you know, I'm still kind of like Spartan. I'm not trying to go any fucking where. I want to play with my grower toys, man.
Yeah.
I would rather not, but you know, I believe my daughters are getting gift cards from my mom, so I got to make sure that they get those.
Merry Christmas, Finger Lakes finest. It's good to see you this morning.
And cheers, Chad. I don't have my chat up this morning because I am broadcasting from my phone today.
I'm not
Hopefully, I
fast
can.
enough.
Yeah, the chat's a chore on the Sunday
Yeah,
show. So far, they're very sedated this morning.
Dude,
I'll openly admit I'm sedated.
It's fucking 6:16 a.m. These
Yeah,
are the troopers, the warriors.
Yesterday, I threw up a picture on my. I think I threw up on the story.
That sentence went weird on me real quick.
Threw up a picture of Matt's Sour Chill, Michigan Matt's Sour Chill. Goddamn, those things are frosty as fuck. They weren't huge nugs, but still, frosty as fuck. And it's weird because it's almost like me and him were talking about it at work. It's so weird because it's almost like it's got a green coat, like a light outside green coating, but when you grind the thing up, it's all purple or mostly purple. So it's weird how like it's really purple from the inside out more. So you throw it in and you grind it up, and you start out with green weed and it turns purple as you grind it up.
That's really kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Most of the purple strings that I've grown, I mean, similar to the one behind me, they'll be like white with crystals, and then you grind them and then notice the purple, but not green on the outside. Brisket on a rotisserie. Goodrich, you're speaking my language. Brisket sounds good.
Yeah, 10-pound brisket too. Those are the ones you fucking cook for all day long.
Yeah, when we smoke brisket, we start at 3 a.m. It's like 12 or 13 hours or something to make it.
Comes out really good.
Yep. We got aliens in chat. Everybody's medicated. Nobody knows what to say. Good luck, chat. Thank you for joining
Everybody
us.
was really busy yesterday.
I'm gonna go get more coffee. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Skilbo, you're talking, but we
Skilbo, you're muted.
I was gonna say, yes.
Amateur hour.
I know. Porch Farmer, what are you flowering right now?
Oh, I've got Cushman's F2, Grateful Breath F2, my number one pheno, and I've got Trioctane. It's a Triangle Kush crossed with High Octane.
Nice.
Then I've got Fruity Pebbles OG crossed with Alien Dog Cherry. Most of that's all Seed Junkie. The Grateful Breath's Gauge Green Group, and the Trioctane is Obsolete.
Nice.
Now, have you flowered all of those before, or is there some new runners?
Yep, this is the second run on everything. Yep.
Which one are you looking forward to the most?
That's a hard. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
You're right. Yeah, that's why they're all in flower again. You know, it's like it's taking another run to weed some out, and then it might even take another one. I don't know. Cushman's, oddly enough, is the first on the chopping block.
All right. That's what I want.
Say I stood up and walked away and didn't listen to anything you said. I was going to ask about the Cushmans.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like the Mac, you know. It's not working for my garden. It's really slow. Everything I have in there is like pushing 6 feet right now, and that one's at like 4.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the yield. It was actually the heaviest yielder out of everything.
So tell me about the Cushmans we got from South Haven. Is that the
Yeah, that's the
talk about?
Yep, that's the Rabbit Hippie Cut F2.
Right on.
Seed, yep.
And so I got that going right now, and it's
it's slow. It's a bush.
Yeah, it really is. It's like a little.
Yep.
Make a great mom.
Yeah, and it yields really heavy.
Cool.
Great flower.
Sounds like it might make a good outdoor plant.
Yeah, it's just too slow for my grow, so
Might have to
I'm
put
glad
her
to
in
have
the
cuts
greenhouse.
out there.
Yeah, I've got one that's like over 3 feet tall that you gave me.
Yeah. That's the only reason I cut it out.
Yeah, that's
the clone
yeah.
good.
He keeps asking me about it. He goes, "You still have that plant? That must be huge."
Yeah, this is like second round already, and you still haven't flowered yours.
Yeah, mine's 3 feet tall too.
Yeah, I'm only at
Well,
4
3
feet
feet
from the
tall,
same clone.
maybe 24 inches around or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, the sister clone of that's only like 3 feet, but it's in day 4-ish of flower now. So
And that runs what, 65 days?
yeah, you can take about 65, 66.
Okay,
I'm excited to grow that.
me too. I'm
Yeah.
excited to
I like
It's
the
good.
flower a lot. Yeah, it's good. Appreciate you sharing that cut with us.
Yeah, you bet. It's nice to be able to cut stuff like that out of the garden.
Well,
This
and
is really good, but I can cut that out because there's better.
yeah, well, and it's a good time to speak about the fact that I went through my veg garden and realized that I don't have GMO in there, and I was like, "Hey, guy, I gave GMO to before, I'm gonna need that cut back." He goes, "No problem, buddy," and so I'm gonna get GMO back. So
That's exactly why we do this.
yeah, make sure you do hand out your cuts to a couple of your friends at least, unless you're really, really particular about them, because you will eventually lose them somehow. And then it's nice to be able to get them back. Make sure you give them to somebody that knows how to grow really well, so that they still have it when you
Yeah.
you know what I
They
mean?
don't done it.
Don't give it to someone like me, because I obviously can't keep that.
Well, I'm fine as a grower, but when Spartan was talking about, hey, can I get that GG4 back? Before I had to take the cuts, I got all worried for a minute. Like a split second, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. You better just fucking be beautiful and bushy and big. And this thing has got to be
Right.
money. You get nervous like that when you give shit back to your friends. You know what I mean? I don't want to give him some, in the spirit of the day, I don't want to give him a Charlie Brown Christmas tree back as the GG4. He'd be like, bro, I gave you this beautiful bitch and you give me this rugged tramp back.
Wait,
Dude, I made that trade before. So the GMO that
I
I
was just gonna say
have,
that's how you got GMO.
yeah, was like a rough, runty looking clone I never saw a picture of, right? So I was trading one of my cuts for it. So I went ahead and grabbed like the nicest version of the strain that, the guy was interested in, and brought it with me. It was like a 1.5 foot citral glue plant, perfect, looking plant that would jump right into veg and, kick off. So then I got the GMO plant that needed a bunch of work, and really it's karma because that's the sort of clones that I keep giving to people. So it's what I had it coming.
Give shitty clones, get shitty clones.
Yeah,
Somebody knew your story.
yeah, man, I've been on that receiving end.
Yeah. And it's like, dang, this was not an even trade at all.
I mean, for me, when I went over to Red's house and we went to his outdoor garden out there, it's early season. This is probably back in June. And I seen Rainbow Driver. I had smoked it like previously a week or two before it abolished in Miss C's house and was just blown away by it. I was like, Red, this is a really abnormal question, but can I get cuts off the outdoor plants? Yeah, sure, man. So I brought them home. They rooted in the fucking cloner in like 5 days, strong as shit. And I've had it ever since then. It just depends on the genetics for me. If it's really like that thing, then I'll go the extra mile to try to do it. And to go back to what Porch Farmer was saying about the Cushmans is it's nice because we have other packs and we have other people that can do these things. And, there's just too much out there for you to wrestle with some things like that. This week I went to Doc's house and I got his Zuki Spag Seed clone, and I have a strawberry gelato, and he gave me platinum garlic. And dude, the platinum garlic is a pretty motherfucker. And like late veg when I got it.
And like Porch Farmer was saying, it's like not the yield, it's not, it's just the height that's the problem in that case. And every grower's got this different set of priorities, right? And if you don't check whatever box it is, you're out because there's something else that's always going to be able to take your spot. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're a named famous cool cut like the Rabbit Hippie cut or whatever. If you just don't make it, you don't make it.
Yep. Nothing against the strain itself, but
yeah, it's just got to mesh with everything else that's in there.
Yeah, it's got to flow.
I try to, because it seems to pop up again and again. I always try to encourage people when they're asking for my advice on selecting genetics is, my strategy always was, whether you can afford the greatest greatest genetics out there as far as expense wise, or the cheapest only. I mean, I think it's if you don't have a lot of money, I still think it's better to save up some money. Do with what you have until you can save up to get you into the middle of the road price range, like around 100 to $150 for a pack of seeds or so. I think in that price range, you're gonna find a lot of fire at that price range or
I
below,
agree.
or below. So instead of usually those genetics with the names like that are going to be followed with a price tag, right? They're going to be wanting more money for those things. Because of that, those are going to be more often. It's going to be the ones that are copied, faked, that thing too. So not only are you going to pay more for something that's on the hype train, but you're also going to have a higher likelihood of not even getting what you think you're getting. So I think it's just money more well spent to get something right down the middle of the road. Find maybe a breeder that you may have grown something in the past that you like, or you like a lot of the stuff that they have. And once you find a breeder that you really like their gear, they tend to breed with the similar gear, right? So
Right.
stay with that same breeder, and just go down their lines and just pick different flavors. And I think that's really a better strategy than just following what you read in a High Times magazine.
Yeah.
Or
I agree.
That's a
because
big thing on the
everything that you
panel.
read is
Right.
behind, right? Everything you read is behind. It's always the next best thing, not what's
Yeah.
going on now. And by the time we pop a seed, we're already waiting 3-4 months before we're going to see anything.
I'm a big proponent of like finding the strain you like. Like, let's say you're a big fan of Gorilla Glue. You buy it somewhere, dispensary or whatever, and you like it a lot. I'm a big proponent of looking online and trying to find the original breeder, the real person that made the strain that you're looking for, whether it's GG4 or Granddaddy Purple or whatever it is. And then if you end up getting to a spot where you're like, oh, I can't buy the seeds for this, or it's really hard to find, sometimes it's better to accept the fact that you can't find the one that you're looking for than it is to buy the one that somebody else made, because then you're still not getting the one that you're looking for. So it's a thing that you want to do. Try to find the guy that made the thing you like and get it from that guy. Because there's a lot of people that'll make other versions or self seeds, and all of those will be different than what your goal is, what you're trying to do. But yeah, I would agree with what Spartan is saying. And I would also say one more thing is, like, if you're a newer grower, I would strongly advocate for starting from seeds because of pests and pathogens and all of that sort of thing. So you have a fresh garden with nothing in there. The easiest way to introduce anything is by bringing in a clone. And it's really tempting to bring in clones, right, from other people's gardens, especially when you see really cool phenos and really cool pictures and all that stuff. But trust me, you can make that stuff by yourself. You can pop seeds that do that. Everyone else can and has. That's where all those genetics came
Dude,
from. So
it was really nice when I started. I had a brand new grow, never ever had single anything in it, right? So when I got my first plant, I didn't just get my first plant. I got 2 gifts in one. And it wasn't even like I guess it was a buy one, get one free. It just wasn't really advertised. So I had a Nirvana papaya. And after a couple of days, I found out what my free gift was. And it was fucking spider mites, man.
yeah,
So
spider
I was
mites,
super fucking happy. I had this brand new build out that I had done. I've never grown shit but a lima bean when I was in preschool back in '77. So, I was super stoked to have friends in the grow to talk to while I was working on my one single solitary Charlie Brown Christmas tree plant. Cheers, Jeff.
The last thing you want is think you're a shitty grower because you got a clone, first thing you're ever grown, and it's got a virus you're
Right.
chasing down.
And then all you want to do is quit because
Right.
you started with spider mites. Like,
Right.
Yep. Well, of course, when you're new, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You think the plant's going to be dead tomorrow morning or something like that. And it's just horrible. This is, this would be like 2012, which I know we've had medical since 2008, but as Sequence has said since the very outset of he and I doing podcasts, this is a very, very niche hobby. So it's hard enough to find somebody else that's into it. It's a grower. I mean, everybody loves to smoke, but really, when you stop and think about it, especially people in red states, how many people do you know that grow? Not nearly as many as smoke. So
true. It's very true.
what are we going to grab next here? We did Forbidden Skittles. It's the Christmas show. We have 52 people watching. I want to say good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. And I'm going to chase this with some Gorilla Breath that I got from Doc.
So good.
I want to do a quick shout out real quick to Old Man Hermit Hash, man.
Yes.
He I think it was yesterday. I don't know. It was a few days ago. I'd made a post on Instagram, or maybe it was a story. But anyways, I'd noticed I just made it, and I noticed right away I got a like from Old Man Hermit Hash. So I sent him a DM, and he'd actually tried to reach out to me a long time ago, but I'd gotten a new phone with a different number. And so it was good to reconnect with Old Man Hermit Hash. I just wanted to shout him out and wish him a Merry Christmas and his family.
Miss that guy.
Baby, come back.
As each one of us has realized that the old man has been socially active, everyone has been like, is he going to come back?
Can we get him for one show?
Can we get him back?
Cameo.
Yeah, man. I know. That means different things to different people, my friend.
Be nostalgic.
Yeah, Old Man is an OG of the show for sure.
Well, every time that I look in the hash set for Dan, I see that freeze dryer in the background, and it makes me think of, Old Man's shop and stuff. And the first time that we were over there, he was in the middle of doing a run. It was like 24 hours. Super cool, man.
Good morning, Ross to Jeff.
Have you done
or Ross to Bob? Sorry,
Dan.
What's that?
Have you tried that pudding yet? Like what the Old Man used to do?
Not yet, but we've done a lot of fruits and vegetables. We like those. But yeah, I haven't done the pudding. I would love to. I should try it.
Yeah, man.
the pudding was good, dude. It was really good.
Yeah, the little freeze-dried squares.
Yeah.
And that was an original idea that he had, which I liked a lot too, because most of the stuff I've seen freeze dried is stuff that I've seen other people freeze dry.
Cheesecake was fucking bomb.
Oh, I bet.
Cheesecake does sound pretty good.
One buddy, John, we had like a half a gallon bag of it, half full. We put it on the table, dude. He ate the whole fucking thing. And then he's like, sorry. He's like, they were good. I'm like, that's okay. And then the next day was my daughter's birthday. So we give him a big old piece of cake. And he's like, oh, no, that's too much sugar for me. My wife and I look at each other like, motherfucker, you just killed a half a gallon of cheesecake yesterday.
It's like, do you have any idea how much a half a gallon of freeze dried anything is?
Dude, yeah. Like 2 trays. But anyway, it was funny.
That is funny.
Show, so I'm safe.
It's like, how many freeze dried banana chips could you eat? Like,
I like the apple. Apples are really good.
Oh, dude, once you get past like a big handful of it, you might be good on it.
Apples and pineapples, strawberries. Yeah, we like it. We use it.
Love that stuff.
You know what I
That
want?
would be dangerous. I would love that shit.
I got a good one. This is my Red Setter Farm moment. I want some of that sequence fluff, man. Speaking of Old Man's house, when we went over there.
So I almost made that for our company Christmas party, but I didn't.
The Scooby-Doo, the Scooby Snacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was the shit. Nothing like getting super, super fucking high on a bunch of exotic ass weed that you don't grow, and then going to a big party and there's a whole bunch of food, and the first question isn't, like, oh, is there any sugar in this, or is this gluten-free? Is this medicated?
It is too. Man, I strongly advocate, if you ever make a treat for a cannabis party, just leave the medication out of it. Like we're
already stoned.
We're doing all of that. So if we want to just chow down on food, we've learned this lesson several times. Just make it so that we can eat as much as we want.
I can remember coming back
That's
from
what we were
that
doing.
old
What are you
man
talking
thing.
about? What's the problem?
Well, yeah, but
Do you remember the tiramisu?
I was just going to mention
I
Kate's
do.
tiramisu, dude. That's what fucked me up, and I had to drive all the way home. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, this is a fucking epic journey.
I think you guys are being
Or like
a little,
Kool-Aid.
little dramatic. It wasn't that bad. Come on.
I want to shout Miss C out. She made me a bunch of edibles. I got these pretzel chocolate walnut bites and oatmeal cookies, and we had chocolate dipped strawberries. Delicious, very good. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it can get dangerous when the food tastes real good and it's medicated.
Chocolate covered medicated strawberries for Valentine's Day sounds a really, really nice gift for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I'll
asking-
definitely put an order in for that one.
I've seen her chocolate covered strawberries, and they're incredible. She had
They're
some
really
from
good.
last year.
Yeah, they're not no baby strawberries either. They look, from what I saw,
No.
they look fucking
Oh,
huge strawberries.
She hasn't made those huge peanut butter cups in a while either. The big Reese's cups. Those were good as fuck.
Hey, April, I'm gonna butcher it when
Abatoy.
nailed it. Abatoy. She was asking in chat, do we have another grow off in the works for 2021? Man, we've been talking about it since the last one, but
We
with
talked about it at the party.
yeah, but with the coronavirus making us having to pivot every last minute to where the location is going to be, I don't know if it's even plannable until we get a little bit more clarity on if we can even meet anywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about it, but when we did the grow off one, we had to move our judging location 2 times. We ended up losing a bunch of money in deposits and stuff, and then of course it's just frustrating to try to get everybody's schedules bounced around. So we're gonna try to do something. We wanted to do more of a cup type thing than a grow off, actually, as our next event. But you're muted again, Skilbo.
I'm so
you gotta quit pushing that button.
I know. You know what it is? I gotta quit fucking coughing and then trying to like be slick and mute out. Then I get off the thing.
Well, you can
can you explain the difference between a grow off and a cup? What would be the difference for somebody?
Yeah, so like if we do a cup, that would be where you could grow whatever strain you like the most, like Cushman's, Trop Cookies, Mac One, whatever the hell, and then bring it. And if it's better than whoever else's, whatever else, then you might win. The grow off would be what we did before, where we all grew the same strain, and then try to see who can grow that strain the best, or even a cut maybe. There's more than one way to go about that.
Yeah, the cut could be cool. You can do it that way. Because that's the one thing about if you have a grow off with everybody's got a bunch of packs. Well, it is genetics. So
yeah.
did you get the golden ticket seed?
Pinot Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always go back to, when the hell was it? That was the Groski float that we had. We went over to Abolished House and we got to try his 2 phenos that he had chosen for that. And of course he couldn't win because he was a panel member. But to me, it was the best tasting shit out of the bunch. So, you know what I mean? How would that have been if that would have been in, say, Porch Farmer's pack? Who knows?
Right.
He could have won with that. So,
yeah, his number 2 was the best I tried.
Yeah. It's good stuff. I thought he grew the best version of it myself, but I didn't even judge, so I didn't even get to smoke all the phenos, I don't think.
Sequence was our pipe bitch.
I did, and I still
was, dude.
His still was my favorite, and I did judge everybody, and yeah, his was still my favorite. It was like the most strawberry of them all that I've smoked.
Yeah.
It was like a strawberry lifesaver, cream saver.
Yeah.
I've had some personal phenos of mine. Now I didn't get to smoke mine next to his or smell them side by side, but I've had some that ended up getting pretty strawberry on my end, but I grew them months after the grow off happened.
I think one of the ones that I was my number, I believe it was a 2. Number 2 pheno was really close, or really Highland Thai lean, or not Highland Thai, but pineapple Thai leaning. And I thought that was like an interesting flavor profile and everything. I just didn't like how it just wasn't super stable.
I used it for the Wake and Bake, dude, when I got it off of you. And that's the one thing I will give a shout out to 2020 Mendocino is that they have some of the best Wake and Bake strains that I have tried for me. I mean, granted, that's not all of them, but the Snow Cane and the PT SSD, I don't know what they're going to finally release that as when it comes out, but dude, really good stuff to get your day started,
I was talking about the Highland Thai, or I mean the pineapple Thai. It was sitting behind a sour D, so I have about 10 or 12 seeds of sour D in that.
Okay.
What was? I don't even remember. What is it? There's no name for it, is it? It's just the
PTSD. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was the number 2. It was the Thai leaner. So I'm kind of excited about that because like exactly what you're saying. It's more like a daytime, and sour D for me is more like a mood booster anyway. So if I could get the mood boosting plus that little uplifting daytime effect on top of that, that might be something that's really special, And who knows what the flavor profile would be like.
Well, I just know that I'm not trying to start my day with Mac 1. I love the smoke, but it's really hard to get up and go get laid out like that.
Yeah, for sure. It's the same reason I wouldn't take FSO first thing in the morning and then have a job come.
No, that's a big boy move there.
Starting to get a good handle on the FSO now. I've been taking it every night and enjoying myself. It's good
I
stuff.
find weight is still the easiest way, you know, just by weight.
Yeah. No, I just mean I'm getting a handle, I guess, both on the dosage and what time I take it.
Yeah,
because
okay.
both things are super relevant. And
Junior
so
Big
now
7
I've been, yeah. Well, I take it about 7 p.m. so that at about 8 or 9, it kicks in really, really hard. And man, it makes me like high school high. And then about half or an hour into that or so, I'll go to bed and enjoy it way too
Just
much.
imagine you laying on the floor rolling around with the dog giggling and shit, kicking your feet.
Yeah, you're not far off.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna say I haven't done that.
Yeah, you're not far off.
Yeah.
I think you've seen me do that at South Haven.
Oh, Canada Bus Driver says FSO stands for for sleep only.
You're not
Bro,
wrong.
I like that.
That's beautiful.
Fitting.
I love that.
I take it and then try to play video games while I'm like elevating through this level of like consciousness up to space.
You play
And then
WoW?
I play everything.
Game's getting harder, you're getting higher.
Yeah. Well, I have VR now, so I got to try doing the like
Oh damn, yeah, that'd be an
Beat
experience.
Saber or whatever on the VR and FSO. Yeah. That'd be
Well,
good.
tell me what you think about that. I haven't heard your review on that.
On the VR?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sell
it's
my
amazing,
wife on
man.
it.
It's amazing. All she'd have to do is try it once. I got Fresh Cut put it on for 5 minutes, and he wants to buy one so bad.
On the,
very worth it.
On that Saber game, is it have preloaded songs or can you put whatever songs you? Oh, okay.
Both. So it's like Guitar Hero more than anything. So it's got preloaded songs, and then you can buy songs.
Here's
So you can
Raptor
do
Girl.
both.
It's so much fun. I can't wait to get one.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Cave Diver. Tara got to try it for like 5 seconds. My kids killed the battery on it, didn't plug it in.
Oh, no.
They're good for that.
Yeah.
Kids.
Fucking kids.
Where's your phone, Dad?
Yep.
Where's your tablet, Dad?
Got any games on your phone?
Yeah. Let me play your golf.
So this VR thing, what I'm talking about is chat. I got the Oculus Quest 2 for the kids. It's standalone VR, so there's no sensors or anything. I can take it to anyone's house or any place and plug that shit in, and you're good to go. You don't need a TV or anything.
Links to your Facebook.
Yeah, the only place you can't use it is outside. It links to your Facebook for the account only. You don't even need a phone or anything to use it, which is not something I was wondering when I bought it.
But what if you don't have a Facebook?
You can use an Oculus account for like another year, I think, before you're forced to use Facebook.
You
April
have
said,
to use Facebook.
Are you awake,
Get a
Dan?
dummy account.
They can fuck off.
That's what I would do, is just make a dummy account.
Yeah.
But it's just for an account to track your purchases, like, because you have to buy the games through like a marketplace.
Oh, okay.
And they got to give you ads tailored to you somehow.
I see.
I haven't seen any ads actually on the VR itself,
Really?
but it has it's all fully capable, so you can go on the internet. So like I bet you there's VR videos right somewhere on the internet. I haven't looked these up or whatever. You can look up whatever. So you have community shit and video games on there. So I think it's more for all of that type of stuff, which is stuff that I'm not interested in or getting into.
I'm going to have to look into that. I'm
There's
Rip
a-
Van Skilbo. I don't stay up on all that shit. But do
He's
you
just
use
here
like
for
a controller
Beat
with that?
Yeah, it's got 2 controllers. It's cheap too. It's $300. So like, I know that cheap is relative, but like that's cheaper than a console. So it's definitely something that I was very interested in getting for my kids.
You really think about that concept as a console developer or somebody who sells a console or the games themselves. That's really smart for them to take the TV out of the equation because, you know, that's kind of a helps to be an equalizer. It makes the game experience the same for everybody when you control, you know,
Control what it looks
screen.
like. Yeah, that's a good point.
Pretty cool.
It is really cool. This is like the 4th different VR I've used before, and it's the best one. So I've used the PlayStation 4 VR, which you have to have sensors on your TV. You have to stand in a very particular spot. This
Very
thing is
Wii-ish.
like very space age. Yeah, totally its own super cool thing. Would recommend to anyone and everyone.
So it's battery power. Oh, the headset must be battery powered.
The headset is plugs in and charges. Yeah, just like a cell phone or whatever.
They
Which
don't
is
have replaceable
nice.
Batteries. They don't have like, oh, my battery's dead. Swap it out and then.
No. Well,
Can you-
there is a thing you can get that goes on it somehow that is like that, basically, I guess. But
There's
I like
always
the
a thing
idea
you
that
can
the
get.
battery can die. So
Yeah,
if
the
you've
thing
got
can't-
kids, like the
yeah.
kids are limited on how much they can do it. It's self-regulating.
That's a
Can't
great
plug it
point.
in and play it at the same time.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you
you
get the
can't.
extra pack attachment for adults.
Yeah.
See somebody getting like a fucking
So, like,
25
I
foot
might-
extension cord or something.
Yeah, I might get the battery thing for me, but it's nice that they've got like 2 hours of limited time they can mess with it.
Yeah.
And honestly, with the VR, you're standing and moving around and stuff. So like a couple hours of that thing is enough. Typically, wears you out, man. Which is the kind of gaming that I want to do. The kind that makes you move around.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
just another benefit when you think
Yeah.
about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Dan.
Cheers, chat. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas. Good
Oh.
morning. Make sure you're getting medicated before your children's get up.
Dylan's.
Do your clones. Do your clones get up?
My clones are up right now. Actually, my lights turn on at like 5. When the time changed, I left my light schedule the same. So my veg
I
lights
do the
kick
same
on an
thing.
hour before my alarm
4
goes
o'clock,
off.
you know.
They wake me up every morning.
Yep. I leave mine during time change.
I could have moved it, but like that's
I'm always afraid of fucking with timers, man.
exactly. You
It's
mess with the
exactly.
timer and then it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So, chat, that's how you know that we're all experienced growers. We all don't want to touch the timer because we've all screwed it up before.
Bad experience, growers.
Bad experience. So it's exactly what happens. You change the timer. I had a friend that actually plugged in a new light and didn't realize this timer was set to 24 hours. So we had a room of like 6,000 watt lights, put a new light in there and hermed out a room by having a light on for 24 hours for like 3 days.
Oh man.
So like
Merry Christmas, Painted Lady.
Porch Farmer actually knows who I'm talking about. So I have to tell him after this.
Oh, you know what happened?
Here's
Oh,
that is.
I can tell you the person. I just don't want to say on air.
Oh
Dude,
man.
was that a
We
long
mutually
time ago?
know this person in real life.
That's such. Oh man, that's such a terrible story.
I remember you telling me about this when
Yeah.
it first started.
Yeah, I've told you that. I mean, it's one of the classic stories that I like to repeat because it's one that you can learn from immediately, right? So, like, if you plug in a light, there's not really any good excuse for failing to realize that your light's been on for 72 straight hours.
No, like where you been?
Yeah. So, like, when you plug in a new light, like when your shit's supposed to turn off, go and look and make sure it's all turned off. And then the next
Yeah.
time it's supposed to turn on, go and look and make sure that it's turned on.
Still go in there and stand and make sure I still
Yeah.
don't see any light.
If it passed both those tests, you're in a good spot. But don't be so arrogant. Even if you've grown for 10 years or any amount of time,
Yeah, super experienced grower.
yeah, to think that anything that you've plugged in or whatever is going to work how you thought that you did it.
Dude, you know what I used to do is I used to set an alarm on my phone for when the lights would turn
Yeah.
off so that I could be there like 2 minutes before the lights go off. I can walk through, give everything a look through. And then I would close myself inside the room. And then when the lights go off, I can make sure that I don't have any light leaks or anything else because you'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to do-
exactly.
And the same when they're supposed to turn on, right? It's going to be terrible once, but set your alarm for 5 in the morning or whatever the hell and go and look and make sure your light turns on at the right time.
See, in the wintertime, I make my lights turn on at night so I don't deal with those low temperatures.
Right.
when we switch back to flower, we will be running at night.
And
Maybe for convenience of me to be able to be in the garden.
Right. Yeah.
right after work, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
Like can a bus driver in chat suggesting I'm trying to save up for that new pulse monitor. That's the solution I'm looking for.
How much is that beast?
Dude, it's like $500, but
Oh,
it's got a rechargeable lithium-ion battery in that shit, and it's a light meter. So
fuck, that's
just,
$60 right there.
just the light meter alone, it's
Light
fucking
meter,
worth
yeah.
the $500. Fuck.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
still plug it in?
So what happened?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's still
okay.
wired and plugged in, and then it also measures CO2. It also measures VOCs. So on top of all the other
What
shit,
is VOC?
volatile gases.
Volatile organic compounds.
There you go.
Well, there you go. You see how good of a grower I am. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is.
That just means you're not a very good hippie, is all that means.
Well, it's that, or you don't work in the commercial scene so much, because that's when you start learning about all this bullshit that you gotta worry about.
The VOCs was the thing that everybody was talking about when, like, they were trying to ban CFCs and aerosol, and
Right.
It's
that's
basically
all
a
that stuff.
fancy
No
word
more-
for them to say
more
it
right guard
stinks.
underarm
So
spray.
in our industry, it's mostly smell that we're worried about. And that falls under the VOCs. So some like jurisdictions and things like that will have you actually write up a plan, your VOC plan for how are you going to make sure that this isn't going to stink up the area, kind of a thing.
Holy
Right,
shit.
right. Grow Room 420 says Santa didn't bring me a Spartan. Sad face.
Damn, I'm gonna have to check my stocking.
That's tough break, dude.
Dan, that reminds me of the picture that I have of you and Spartan together when you both have a Spartan grown name tag on.
That was
Like
funny.
the sequence about these hello, hello, my name is, the stickers, the classic ones.
Dude,
we
had
grow
to.
up. Those were great. Yeah, that was worth
Yeah.
it.
And now, yeah, exactly. How worth it was it now? Like, a lot of people were like giving me shit about me making them like mess with the name tags, and now we've got so many funny name tag stories.
I did
Yep.
the late sesh one. I did the Skillbo 1-17, 1 through 17, all that. It's quit fucking around, you know what I mean?
So funny.
The late sesh one's still going around, so
Yeah.
everlasting.
Dan, was it you that had the name tag on that was somebody else's name?
Yeah, we were
Where
just
did
talking.
you listen? Like, fucking 40 seconds
Well,
ago.
I
That's what
must be
led to
too
this.
high.
He must be
Yeah.
so high he fucking lost all his
He
fucking.
lost the
Also,
last
like-
45 seconds.
I
Yeah,
run into this
that is-
thing where I like read the chat for 5 seconds and I can't hear you guys for 5
It's
seconds.
still
And then-
effective.
So that's
yeah,
how we got here.
yeah, my bad.
yeah. It was fun.
come back?
Fine. I'm not saying anything else.
No.
Silence.
8 minutes until hash time. I'm gonna drink this coffee.
Morning.
Bah humbug.
What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna bust out the Dank Man Dan Primal.
Do it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I've been smoking on this Platinum Kush breath, and holy fuck, it is crazy.
Got that plant and veg. The
Dude,
remix.
love it. I don't know if you can see
Looks
that.
amazing, Dan.
Oh, it's a frosty plant. It returned really good, man. We're gonna do a nice run of it.
You know Dan's on another level when he's storing his rosin in pint jars now.
Yeah, he's got it made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dun,
this
dun,
I don't have no flour.
I don't have any flowers.
dun. That's the classic
Yeah.
move right there. I fucking hashed it all
Yeah.
right.
And then I fucked up. Well, I didn't fuck up, but we redid some things in the flower room, so we had to reset it. And yeah, we haven't had nothing in flower for like 2 months.
So
Oh, wow.
no pressure, Dan, but I'm counting on you to be Michigan's version of Pedro, like
Right.
Colorado.
Yeah,
Got
we're
the
gonna
fucking
need-
beard. What are you talking about? You got the beard.
I'm down here. There's a lot better hashers out there. I got lots to learn. But
I don't
yeah,
know, man. You make some amazing rosin. I've had
Just say you're
yours,
already-
and
you're
I've
already
had.
Your level's
Yeah.
good right where you're at, bro. You don't as fuck where you're at right now.
Okay,
I'm
very
pretty happy with.
appreciate that. Still lots to learn, I feel. I just started out with some good product that helped.
That's the key. We've got good friends that are really good at doing what you do, Dan. So we can compare
You know
you to
what?
other people, and
But-
you compare very favorably.
I could not be at the level I am without the help of the friends from
Oh,
the
yeah.
group. That is 100% facts. There's things that they've taught me and secrets they've gave me to help me along to where I am. So yeah, it's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dan. Thanks for being such a big part of this stuff. Sitting there silently in the background and whatnot.
Lurking.
Yeah.
6
I'm not-
minutes, Dougie Fresh
yeah,
went on with this.
I was
hashtag.
But yeah,
I'm still trying to finish my joint. It got me really high earlier, and I put it down.
Come on, Red.
I know. Come on, Red. I don't mind being compared to Red.
So I don't know if you guys know or saw it or not, but yesterday Aaron the grower was on with Clactonus Coot on fucking talking shit with Eagle.
Yeah, I seen it last night.
I saw first a little bit of it. I had to go to bed though because I knew I was having to get fucking up so early. But Kazoo, you know how he makes those awesome drawings on Instagram.
Yeah.
I seen it this morning. You made.
Did you see that drawing he did? That's so
Yeah.
sweet. He drew
Right.
Coot as a worm.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was so sweet. I hope Coot gets to see that because I think he'd probably get a kick out of it too. That's so awesome.
His
I
new
love that.
screensaver.
It was really funny. Shout out to Aaron. If anybody didn't see, this is as good a time as any to announce it, I guess. Aaron wanted to do a show on his YouTube account for New Year's, and he needed like 900 subscribers. So obviously, go and check out Aaron. It's ATG
Acres.
ATG Acres, Aaron the Grower on YouTube. Sorry, but
How many
I
does
was
he have? How
not
close
nearly enough. So I posted on his Instagram thing where he was talking about this, and I offered him our platform to stream what he wanted to stream on New Year's. So
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve, we're gonna have a show on this channel from 11. Let's see. He wants to do it like 3 hours. It's gonna be like an hour before New Year's. I don't know, to like an hour after or something like that. So it'll be on here. I'll probably be involved with it. Other people will probably be involved. He invited everyone from the panel, whoever wants to show up. So Aaron's going to have his cool content, Aaron's cool friends. He promises to bring cool guests and do cool things. So we're going to have a New Year's Eve little shindig here on the show. It's a good time to announce it on the Christmas special show. So
Perfect.
Yeah, Aaron's a good friend of ours, and he's always sharing good knowledge. So it'd be cool
It
to
makes
do.
cool clone shippers too.
collaboration.
Well, I was trying to tell him, like, I wasn't trying to make a big deal about it and say that, like, you know, we weren't trying to promote on his thing or whatever, but it's very, like, he goes, it's very unlikely I'm going to get 900 subs in 5 days or whatever. So he's very thankful that he's got the opportunity to do it on our platform. So we're going to, like, partner up and get it done.
Good day, D. Sullivan.
And I like that Aaron's an outdoor and a greenhouse grower. So for me, that's like anytime anybody asks me if you had, you know, money wasn't an object, how would you like to grow? I would love to have like the state of an art fucking gigantic greenhouse to grow into. So all the greenhouse growers I can know and befriend, that's just the better because that's really the direction I think that I would head. I think that's the future. I think we can't be growing under lights forever.
MO.
I agree with that. I toured more than one greenhouse because we did a greenhouse this year. So if you ever do get one, Spartan, I obviously have advice for you, things to do and not to do. I saw some greenhouses that did really well and some greenhouses that did extremely poorly. So there's definitely things you can do.
Or you could just grow one plant in your greenhouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
the monster.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
that,
you
the
can
Divine
shake
Storm?
bottles all summer. How did that do, Dan?
Shake bottles.
I got like 7 pounds off that plant.
Did you? Nice. Dude.
Yeah. 7 fucking pounds.
Now, did
How
you
much
hash the majority of it?
Wow.
How many nutrients
Well,
did
you had
dump
to.
through that fucking thing?
I got over
And
100
again,
grams of rosin off
Yeah.
of what? So it was cool.
So it ended up being worth it then.
I loved it.
100.
I loved it.
I
You
loved
said
it.
Now, are you going to do a gigantic one like that next year? Or are you going to
No.
put a whole squad out there?
No, I'm too busy. Life is, I'm not home like I was before. So no, I'll probably just do a simple soil, water only kind of thing. Make life easy.
Yeah, man.
We'll still be pushing hardcore indoors, but yeah.
You just have to grow like 6 of them instead of 1, and you'll do just fine.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll do autoflowers or something. Just something simple.
We got 1 minute to hash time.
Well, that reminds me, I saw on, I believe it was, I can't remember if it was an email or Instagram because I'm not got their newsletter list. But 2020 this year, you know, how last year they did a Free the Seeds campaign where if you wanted some seeds or whatever, you could get a hold of them and sign up for the campaign, and they'd send you out some free seeds. This year, going to do that, and they're going to use their autoflower line. So that's cool. So if you're interested in autoflowers or you're on the fence about autoflowers. That's a good way to not really risk a lot of your money to give autoflowers a try. I'm probably gonna jump in and try to get some. They look pretty good. The stuff they're working with.
I actually have a bunch of info on this. I didn't know when they were going to start sharing that.
They posted about it yesterday.
All right. So they're going to do the free the seeds thing with their autos, but they're going to release them like several times through several different vendors, it looks like. So if you follow 2020 Autoflowers on Instagram, that's where we're going to have all the relevant stuff involving this. Yeah, and then they've got some other things involved with this that I don't know if I can announce yet. So some other stuff is going to come up. I got to see what they've posted publicly before I.
They posted that they're going to give you 2 autos that you can race against each other.
Morning, Doc.
Nice.
Well, as far as like getting done time. Big
Looks like they're working. Oh, that looks good, dude.
I love the candy cane.
boom.
Ay, caramba. Thank man damn size. Look at that old dude rip. My oldest son came by last night, and I was saying earlier, and he had one of his friends Puffco's, and he had I don't know what the fuck it was, super fruity, super tasty. He was like, Pop, you got to try this, man. So, of course, I do, and I haven't used a Puffco since, man, fuck, a long time. Forgot how smooth those actually were.
Yeah,
Probably
man.
the last one you hit was Canna-Kitten's Puffco.
I was thinking it was too. That would be at the Cloud Cultivation Cup. No, which one was that? That was the birthday bash one.
I just can't get it big enough. Them fucking things.
Yeah, they're okay.
A big enough hit, you're saying?
Yeah, I guess when you're in the car, they're okay.
They're
Traveler.
Okay. That's really the only reason to have one or whatever is to travel.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
What brand nail do you use, Sequence? What was that company?
Disorderly Conduction. Actually, Dan's got one behind him. Dan can just hold his up here. The e-nail that he's got right here is all. Oh shit! He probably broke his cap.
There's a foul.
All right.
Dropped on the freezer. I'm using the
so that cord that connects the cap or the coil to the thing is Kevlar. I've had that cord sat against the coil for 8 hours while I was at work before, and it didn't burn my house down, and it still works.
Wow.
So shout out to them on making a quality product.
Yeah, we leave these things on for hours. No issues.
Oh, yeah, we left it on at the South Haven house for the whole weekend.
Just clean your banger.
Just clean your banger. It's important to clean it because it stays hot all the time, so it will bake shit on there real good.
Chazzy Chaz.
Damn.
Thank you, chat, for supporting Aaron. Now he's up to 128. Appreciate you guys. He'll be on here sharing quality knowledge. You'll be glad that you subbed to him. He's a really good dude. You've seen a lot of him maybe on other shows. He's all over the place.
Yep.
He's like a traveling Spartan.
A clean-shaven Spartan, one might say.
He's got a little bit of facial hair.
All right, we passed hash time. That means I'm cracking open this Pepsi.
Yeah, I can tell we passed hash time. I'm starting to feel elevated finally.
Shit.
Finally. Well, I did bust out some GMO flour, so I'm going to grind that up next. This is Doc's GMO. Thanks, brother.
I'm going to roll up a grateful breath.
I think it's amazing
that garlic is, what was it, garlic cane? Or no, platinum garlic. What'd you send me, Sequence?
I don't remember.
Oh my God, the jar.
Oh, what's in the keef?
Yeah.
The one that's in the big jar is Garlic Storm. So we called that strain grape Slurpee.
What about the small jar?
The small jar is mixed. It's just all of the outdoor hash, all the different strains.
Wow, dude, that jar is funky.
It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
I was like mixing it up, and I was like, wow, the smells off this jar are better than any single plant I've ever smelled in my life.
Yeah, man. I was like, holy shit.
See, that's why I got the idea with the FSO to do that. Like, I always did that with my my trim tray. I just let it get mixed up, and then I put it in the same jar, and I let that mix up, and I just love that fucking combo. So that's what I would do with my trim for my FSO is I'd put like 4, 5, 6, 7 different strains and mix them all together to make it. I just think this is like insurance that it's going to hit you the right way, kind of a thing.
That's
I'll
what I
give
do
you
with
the-
my edibles.
You turn those into FSO for me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he could.
Dude, I can.
Oh, yeah.
I love that's my favorite thing because those are so much easier to work with than the other material, and they yield
like-
way more.
30 grams of hash that was pressed out.
Soak it and
Dude, I
be on your
definitely
way.
did.
There's a ton of shit still in there, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Ton.
Take as many of those as you can. You put them in a jar. You cover them with alcohol. And get your quick soaking.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know, I just throw those in the freezer or throw them in a freezer bag until you get a full bag, and then shit, you don't even need a full freezer bag. You need about a sandwich bag full of them. You're gonna get probably, I don't know, shoot, those tubes that I make, I would say a sandwich bag full of those, you're probably gonna get. I would not be surprised if you got at least 6 of those tubes. Those 5-gram tubes.
Yeah.
We got you covered, bro.
Dan's got plenty of those.
Yeah, I got about a gallon baggie full.
Yeah, dude, that would be I'd probably have to do a couple different soaks on that. I'd have to, after one wash, it probably wouldn't be enough. I'd probably want to do another wash to see if I could get some more out of it even.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you probably could. Especially from hash. Like everything in that bag is something you can extract.
And it's gonna be the good stony stuff too, because it's already had some heat applied, so it should be really nice and stony.
It's low, though. I mean, we press really low temps, so I don't think it's decarbed yet. I mean, like hottest we go is like 171, and probably press 160. So
yeah, I'd probably have to decarb it first.
Yeah.
I thought I was on fire. I took a hit of my joint and I saw this light flashing right here, but it was just my necklace. That was scary.
Your bling bling.
Have a good day, Doc. Enjoy going to work.
Ooh, I hope you get double time.
Probably is.
We're getting a really nice early reception here to the early morning shows. I miss doing the Wake and Bake show with you guys.
Me too, guys. Me too. But life is good.
Life is good.
It is. It is. And can't wait for 2021 and new beginnings. Thankful.
Yeah, chat. We had to wait for a holiday before we could do another Wake and Bake show. That's how busy we are now.
That shows our dedication too, right?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for suggesting it. I'm real excited when I seen it.
Was this all your grand scheme, Tara?
A little bit.
Yeah, I was at work like last break or something. I'm looking at my phone because I'm a good employee and don't get on my phone at work. And I was like, oh man, cool. So I was pumped.
To say Tara's been talking our ear off. We can't get a word in.
Dude, she
just likes hanging out with us.
I think she's 3 joints and 2 bowls.
And then some. Yeah.
Eating edibles.
It was a good night, and I had a lot of Miss Cantaloupe's morning edibles this morning too. So I got the giggles
from it. Yeah.
It's a good way to start the morning. I really appreciate you guys, and great Christmas morning, and Merry Christmas.
Like I said, nobody should have to smoke alone on any kind of holiday, any day really. But we thought, hey, you know what? With the reason that things are the way they are right now, we probably should do one of these, man. And you can have a virtual session with everybody and get our Christmas started off in the right foot. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the show so far. We have 85 people watching. I just want to say thanks for checking us out, and I hope you guys and your family have a great day.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Good. I'm sorry. I was typing with my
Clickety
mic
clack.
on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Painted Lady's trying to join us, so I was giving her the link.
Oh, hell yeah.
Apologies, chat.
That reminds me, that's the thing that I've put in, I squirreled away into my mind of things to do. I've decided I'm going to at least go down to the smoke shop because I know they've got volcanoes in there and see if they sell one of those mighties like what she's got. Or hers was the Crafty, I believe.
Yep, Crafty Plus.
Crafty Plus. But anyway, see what they got going on down there, and I might splurge and get me one of those.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, I'm just worried like health concerns and shit. You know what I mean? I do smoke quite a bit. And if I'm going to smoke, would be better off probably having less soot in my lungs.
I've been, I've been using these things that you recommended, the bong. That's incredible. Like that's another level of basically what you're saying here.
Yeah,
Mouthpiece thing.
Okay.
Mine's green, so you'd never be able to see it on camera. But it's a filter that you sit on your bong.
It's like the
Like
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Spartan's got. He doesn't
Predator
have a
thing.
green spring. There you go. So it filters your bong smoke, which is perfect for someone that smokes a lot, like we do on the air. And it filters a lot. Actually,
I'm actually out. I'm on my last one right now.
Look at that thing.
Let me get down there.
Look at that thing.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know how that bad. How can you pull through that anymore? Shit.
You can't. That's why it's on the table. That one tapped out.
Tapped out.
I'm just like, oh, I can't pull through this one anymore. It's got to go.
Here on out.
But I would recommend them. I really enjoy that.
It does make me feel good to turn it over and look and say, well, that's not in my lungs. So that's
Exactly.
Change the
Right.
taste, flavor, or anything, do you think?
So the only downside that I would say that exists with these is that when they do start to get dirtier, they do have a flavor. So like you will notice like it'll impart a flavor. But when they're clean, they don't, not at all. But like if you have no flour in your bong and you hit it with this thing in it, it's kind of like having like a slightly dirty pipe. Like you can taste it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, for sure. And with as it gets dirtier and dirtier, it's obviously it's harder and harder to pull through. So
How many
it'll
uses?
eventually stop you. I imagine once it gets to sequence level, that it's going to just stop you completely.
Yeah, you can clog it up like an old catalytic converter.
Oh, and a good point. Whoever brought it up in chat on our chat and Instagram is if you have like a short necked bong, or if you fill your water in your bong a little too high and you pull on that water, if the water splashes up into the filter, it's gonna also make it really difficult to pull through. So be conscious of don't go crazy and then pull a bunch of water into it.
That is a good point. Yeah, someone in our chat had theirs was getting too moist.
Speaking of which, what's up, Painted Lady?
Welcome. I think she's still setting all of her stuff up.
Merry Christmas. She's probably getting all her Christmas ornaments hung.
I like that we have this Angels and Demons going on with Cave Diver asking if he should eat 2 cookies today. They're sitting at 150 milligrams each. Southwest Tokyo
Why not,
says
dude?
do it. Susan says don't do it. So you get
Oh yeah, you got one
right there after the other. I mean, you're
Just
so
grab some peanut butter and put it between and make a sandwich
Smack
and
them
get
together.
like that.
It's like a homemade Little Debbie.
Yeah, there you go.
Herb Growing Legal says eat
3.
3. There you go.
Cabling him up. He's not going to remember Christmas.
So you get the angel, the demon, and then your friend, or is that the third one?
And peer pressure, right?
Yeah, the peer pressure. That's funny.
You can get drunk.
I like doing similar things with this FSO I got from Spartan. I just put certain numbers on the scales and I go to outer space. It's so easy.
When I get there.
Dude, it is so easy. It's such a tiny number.
Yeah.
What's the number that's working for you?
Like, so really the duration is determined by how much you take at once. So I did this test. So I took like a whole cap, as much as I could fit in a capsule. It was like 1.7 grams.
Which is amazing to me. Dude.
And I was just high for but like the level didn't go up more. It just was like for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So like the same effect I'll get from taking like 0.3 grams. I'll get that same buzz, but so like that's what I've been taking at night. I'll take like 0.3 grams or 0.4 grams at about 7 o'clock, and then about an hour and a half later, it's like when it peaks. But by morning, I'm good again. So like that's what Spartan was saying when he was like recommending it to us, was like try to pick the level where you don't have that hangover effect. And I finally found it, because it's kind of disorienting when you wake up and you're still at that peak level. And doing a whole cap will definitely keep you at that level for like more than an entire day. So it's very unsettling.
One and done.
And I've noticed too, like if I take the dose that you're talking about, anything lower than, I don't know, a 0.3 or less. Actually anything in like the 0.1s, really, I would consider that's kind of like a micro dose and things like that. But as you approach the higher doses, that's when you get that little fog, I think, too. I call it like the weed hangover.
Yeah.
But if you stay pretty low, you can also reduce that. You know what I mean? If you wake up or you find that you're getting a lot of that foggy feeling, either take it sooner or take a little bit less.
Yeah, I would agree. But nothing works that good. Nothing. Like I could dab an entire gram at one time and not reach the buzz that I'll get from 0.3 grams of FSO like 2 hours before bed. It is insane.
The body, it's just like a body buzz, like the best body buzz. And
well, I think it's just the strain dependence thing, right? So like you can't get a strain dependency from something that's got like every cannabinoid and everything from like several different strains all mixed together. So like that, I think that's what is mainly hitting me.
Super full spectrum.
Yeah, it's just
the
a
other
very,
side
very
of the
full
coin
spectrum.
is when Abolished made the single source, all of the sour melon that he made.
Sure.
Now you got to try that. Was that normal like all the other ones, or did you notice any kind of, like rampiness from it, energy?
I didn't get like an energy rampy effect from the RSO, but I do get it from the strain, so I'm not really sure. But I only tried it once. Most of the people say they did get that effect, but like who's to say? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I ever tried the straight sour melon RSO, so I don't know. I didn't try it, so I don't know. But I do like the CBD too. For if you get too high, I've only had to try it one time, but worked perfect. Level out your high.
Cave Diver, if you're in Michigan and you've got a seizure problem and you're looking for RSO, send me a DM.
I really need to cook my RSO off. It's been sitting for a good month.
Send me a message, brother. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. I can get
If edibles are working for you, a syringe of this stuff will change your life.
Yes.
Drive it to him
Yeah,
too.
we can get it to him.
I'm only an hour from him.
We can make it happen.
See, we got people.
Yep.
Reach out. We'll figure it out. We'll help you out.
Good morning, Painted Lady.
Morning, Painted Lady. Merry Christmas.
Good morning, guys. Did Santa come?
Not to my house.
No? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Well, I heard in chat that somebody got him high with some medicated cookies earlier, and the sleigh was still out in the front yard. So
that doesn't surprise me at all. I've heard that Santa is a hoe.
Yeah. Yep. I think somebody made him the wrong sort of edibles this year in Michigan.
Well,
or the right sort.
The right kind, maybe.
He got Spartan cookied.
Cheers, guys. Merry Christmas.
Cheers. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Sure. You probably don't want to see this early, but you know what? Oh, well. Merry Christmas anyway.
I love the bright-ass Ivory shirt. It's awesome.
Represent.
Orange Gasm. Spartan's growing that strain, I think, or getting ready to.
I haven't popped it yet, but that's the next one. The next one that I'm popping.
I think you're gonna love it. It's like a punch in the face, pretty much.
Who doesn't love a punch in the face in the morning?
Yeah,
Right.
Hell yeah.
best way to wake up.
I've got some lemon Jeffrey going this morning because this is my do shit weed. So
Spartan was just talking about maybe going down and trying to find one of those crafties today.
I love it, Spartan. I can't say enough nice things about this thing.
Yeah, I think the
Really?
smoke shop. I'm pretty sure I saw one in there, so I'm gonna see what they want for it and see what I can do.
I really, really like it. I'm not
Might have an
shitting.
after Christmas sale too.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe end of the year clearance kind of deal. See if I can
There you go.
snag a deal out of there.
Oh yeah, Planet of the Vapes is a really good place to get good deals if you don't want to get it local. I mean, whatever.
Like to pay cash if I can, but otherwise,
Understood.
yeah. If I can't, then I'll order bullshit online.
Understood. Smile.
Hey, shout out to Spartan for them sticky drip seeds, man. They're fucking crushing it in the little solo cups, dude. Two of them
Nice.
jelly drips are just fucking big old fat leaves, man. Just gonna be. I'm excited, man. The tsunamis are just badass. Looking good, man. So I'll keep you up.
I'm excited for him, Dan. It's fucking awesome. Like I said, all the stuff I've seen when people grow out of that first kind of cross that he did of all those, they all look fire. So
yeah. And not only are we running your two strains, the tsunami and the sticky or the jelly drip, we have in-house had picked up one of those crosses he created out of that Slurry Cane 23. It's called the ice cream candy. And Normish and I had collabed on that several months ago and picked that up. So we're running all three of those at the same time, so it's kind of cool. We got all three of the crosses out of that sticky drip.
That's fucking cool, dude. That's
cool.
Cool.
It's gonna be great, man. We got like 27 fucking plants going.
That's amazing.
Nice, man.
I'm fucking jealous, dude. Atomic Spoon in the chat's saying that the Mighty has a bigger capacity than the Crafty. Thanks, man. Thanks for that information. That's good to know. How much capacity does the Crafty have, Painter Lady? You can still get quite a bit in the chamber.
The bowl's the same.
Oh, is it?
That's what I read online, that the actual bowl itself inside is the same size.
So the is
but
battery or something?
Maybe I read it wrong. But that's why I bought this, because I'm like, well, if the bowl's the same,
right,
what's the point of having a big fucking thing instead of a small thing?
Well,
other than the battery.
Right.
Situational, of course.
No comment.
Since you brought it up.
Oh, yeah, I retract.
Walking it back.
But maybe I read it wrong. I don't know. I thought it said it was the bowl chamber itself was the same, but I could be wrong.
That's cool. I'll check into it. I'll check in to see what's going on. There's got to be a bigger difference for a reason. It has to be just a bigger battery or something.
They're from the same company?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
So I want to shout out my sister. I'm not sure if she's watching or not. It's pretty fucking early. I'd be surprised if she's up this early. But I had a nice conversation with her, and she lives way the hell up north. But anyways, we made a pact that I'm gonna go up there this year if they have. I mean, obviously pending what the situation is, but I made a pact to go up there with her because she's really big into Bliss Fest, and I told her I'd go up there with her this year. But we got to talking, and I was talking to her about my sour D, how I had found a few seeds in there, and she said that she goes, well, you should pop those seeds. I'm like, well, I want to pop all the seeds I make, but these are, when they're new, you gotta let them sit for a little while. She's like, you should. She came up with, I thought, a pretty cool idea. She said you should pop those seeds, fairly early, fairly soon, because she said when you grow them out, if it's something good, you could bring it up here and you could name it something after like the Bliss, like Bliss Bud or something like that. And I was like, hey, that's a good fucking idea. So I might screw around and do some stupid shit like that too. Who knows?
Do it.
Susan has a question in the chat. She said, what is FSO?
So my definition of FSO is just full spectrum oil, which means what I'm trying to do is capture the trichomes and nothing else, right? I want to remove the plant material from the plant and capture the trichomes. And the way I do that is with under cold conditions, because the colder you do things, this is the difference as far as between FSO and RSO. RSO is done under regular condition, as far as they just use an alcohol soak to get those trichomes off. And where FSO is different is that all of that is the same process, except for done as coldly as possible, so as to preserve as much of the volatile components of those trichome heads. Because as soon as we dissolve that waxy layer, all of those, all of the plant material, I mean, not plant material, but all the plant oils are released. So
And
you got
terpenes and
terpenes. Yeah, and you got all the things that we might not even know about, like flavonoids and just esters, all these things. So if you could do those in the coldest temperatures, you can capture them in the liquid form rather than letting them get into a vapor form and losing them. So FSO, the whole thought process is I'm just trying to capture a full spectrum, the most that I can without losing anything. That's kind of the thought process behind it. But it's very similar product to RSO, other than it's going to be a little bit more viscous because it's going to have more of those liquids captured in with the cannabinoids.
I want to do a couple quick shout outs here. We have some people joining us. I want to say Merry Christmas and good morning to Dro Groves and Trey Malone and Kenneth and D Sullivan. See other names I didn't call earlier coming up here. Cottage on the Dunes and Atomic Spoon. Noah 420, Dan B. Damn, y'all came through so nicely. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Just wanted to hit that on.
sounds good. Sounds good. Appreciate you, Skilbo.
Yeah, it's cool seeing Trey again. We haven't seen him in a while.
Trey was saying that Tara's got a bunch of strains. I was saying that's what happens when you're someone like Tara when every one of your friends is a grower.
Man, dude, I try to go through my list right now, what I got on deck and shit, after I just hit that list for 3 more.
Tara needs to change her Instagram name to Tara the Traveler.
I do. I need to think of something for my noble grow, because that's what's in the process for me is a noble grow.
You really,
I'm going to do that. Yes, I am. I'm going to get an RV. I am going to do a solar grow.
You enclosed trailer.
You gotta do that, and then you can start a Instagram for it, and just play on that movie, The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and
Plants.
Pants to Plants, the traveling plants.
Sisters with the traveling pants.
There used to be a live stream called that
travel around and maybe tasted terps or something like that. Do a I don't know. You never know. Good things are coming though.
Aldrich says Tara's traveling terp tour.
That's right.
I like that one.
That works.
That's the 4T. T4. Light.
Tara, I hear you've been trimming your ass off.
Yeah, we did. Quite a bit of
that.
It's good though. I really enjoy it. I don't feel like it's everybody calls it trend jail if I can spit it out, but I don't feel that way yet. I'm still too new, so I love it.
We love people like you.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always a place at our table for you.
I like it. It makes me feel good. It's total therapy for me. 100%. The whole plant itself, growing it, we got to get taking care of it. Yeah. The afterwards. That's.
Because we got to get you a job.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
come up to the mitten. We got
good job. I'm coming to Michigan soon.
Sounds like your dad are talking to you. We got to get you a job, boy.
Got to get you a job, son.
Get her to work.
So
you guys work off all summer, so.
I've got a lot of pictures of Tara looking at plants.
Oh, I had the best summer. Considering everything that was going on, I truly had a great summer, but I had to make that happen for me. So it was well worth it.
Well, I want to point out I was going through my old how you keep your empty bags and shit, repurpose those. And I had a little grow off bag, little black ones that said Tara's Twisty on it, which let's go back to that. Tara, when we did the grow off, we kind of gave her a lot of shit for the trim on the plant, what she turned in. Sequence is like, I don't even understand how you could fucking turn in was it 7 grams and not trim the 7 grams that you have. You just throw them in.
Yeah, but I wasn't
Well,
talking about Tara's flour specifically.
No, it was true. No, I can do constructive criticism.
No, but
No.
what I'm saying is, look how far you've come just
Right.
in 4 months.
No, he was, and it was because I hadn't watched anybody do it. Nobody had really shown me how, so I was just winging it, and I just thought, well, I'm afraid if I cut anything off of it, I won't have anything left.
my
but
goodness.
That's a new grower
Listen,
thing.
this
That's
the
everybody's
king
been.
of untrimming his bud himself,
Yeah.
giving you shit. So now
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna challenge him to a trim off to
Yeah.
score.
and see who's
Merry
the grower's house we're going
True.
to trim at. So you see somebody's going to double win. So we're going to go for speed and
We're
for
gonna give you
efficacy.
still outdoor leafy shit.
Yeah, it's good though. I really enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Funny. The funny part of this story is, so after the grow off, Tara went back home, or after the grow off, she came and helped us trim, right? And then she went back home and retrimmed all of her flower and sent me pictures of it. She totally did. So funny.
Good.
Well, it was your first time growing. You were learning.
It was.
and
I did the same.
I've learned
Great.
a lot. Really have.
I was like, well, it's sugar leaf, so I mean, it'll fucking get you semi high. And I only grew 2 ounces my first time. I got to make this shit stretch as long as I can. So
That's
Yeah.
the most common
They
thing.
were-
It's like the very first time I grew, I was like,
Yeah.
well, I grew this. I don't want to not smoke it now. You know what I mean? That
Do you
kind of
guys
thing.
still pick the micro pieces of weed with your finger?
No.
Gotta see this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it. At least her and I do. I do it still. And even trimming the other day, I found myself scooping and putting it over here, and it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, just
Habit. Just habit.
carpet
You
trim.
Lived in that state for so long, and it's just.
funny. You appreciate it so much.
I think Noah 420 710 Dabber in chat brings up a good point. He said, I don't mind trimming my plants. And that was kind of me. It was like, I never really considered trim jail until I had outdoor crops. And I love trimming my indoor, but when it comes to having an outdoor and you're just sitting and looking at so much product and it's going to be, 10 times longer than what you do on the inside, and it's leafier. So it's a more difficult trim, man. That's where trim jail comes in. It's the outdoor stuff, if you ask me.
Still trimming the greenhouse flower every day, by the way.
Or-
Chat.
Next year, and you're still trimming last year's
Yeah.
harvest.
No, it's starting to be a concern. We're like, man, are we gonna get done with this by the time we got to start vegging plants?
Man,
So we're
Well- freeze it.
we're working on it. Outside of the holiday, every single day we trim all the time.
I'm not talking shit because I still have stuff on the line to get
I
trimmed
can
the right way
store-
too.
7 cubic feet.
You can store 7 cubic feet. Perfect.
Yeah. In 1 gallon baggies or 2.5 gallon turkey bags if you got them.
Man, I don't know how much I can fit in a turkey bag.
That's how tight you want to stuff it in.
He realized what that sounded like after he said it.
Oh, definitely. As I was saying it.
Jumbo storage slider.
Yeah, man.
Higgins. You fit a lot in there.
Yeah, man.
Hefty. Not wimpy.
I like the vacuum seal bags.
Yeah, I'm not all fancy like that.
They even have resealable vacuum seal bags, which is
Just
like
using
extra
mine.
next level weird.
I was just using my vacuum sealer this week too, because I have a harvest, so I need my jars. So I had to, extra stuff some old shit in there. And instead of doing bags, I have the piece that goes on to the large ball jars, the largemouth ones. So what you do is just put the top on it. You don't put the ring down, and then you put this silicone piece over top of it that hooks to the back sealer. It pulls the vacuum on it, so this way it doesn't crush any buds and stuff. And was it 2 years ago that I first started doing that? And the bud that I kept in there, we were talking about orange strains earlier. I used to have a strain that was called Twisted Citrus. It's like a 7-foot tall bucket sativa, super orangey. And after 18 months, the flavor was still just exactly like when I put it in the jars. It definitely is a way to do long-term storage. Nobody ever used those besides me to do the jars? No.
When I
I'm a
run out
man on
of
an island
5-gallon buckets.
by myself.
Cottage on the Dune asks, how long will flour store if it's properly done? I would say a long effing
Dude,
time.
like I
Years.
said, it was like 18 months was the longest that I did. And it
Like-
wasn't because it was bad. It was because I finally smoked through all of it, you know.
Yeah. Jars
do you-
that block light are a good one.
What
Like
about the
amber or
how you
black.
feel? Both.
You guys ever use the Boveda packs or the Integra Boost packs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which ones do you like better? And do you think that Boveda sucks? Because I've used Boveda and I don't think that my weed taste or smell the same at the end of a cure. And a lot of people disagree that, but
So I have a lot of like background knowledge on this from like the cigar world. So I came from the cigar world, and that's how everybody stored cigars in humidors, Boveda packs. And then I actually liked using a product called Heartfelt beads, which are two-way humidity beads that work the same as Integra and Boveda packs. But just about everybody says that the Integra packs are better. I would say the cigar guys would argue that the Boveda packs didn't affect them at all, but cannabis people like to say that they steal terps or whatever.
that's what I've heard. But I don't know. I've just bought the Integra Boost on this last run with the Irie. And
I like the boost packs.
that's what I'm trying it. I don't know. Not that I need it. I mean, I've done it without it. I just kind of wanted to try.
So here's a pro tip. Most people don't know this. This comes from the cigar world again. I'm used to storing cigars are obviously bigger than most people would store an amount of cannabis or whatever. And the container that it's in also absorbs humidity. So this is relevant. You can actually soak these packs in water and they will fill back up and you can use them over and over again. Most people will throw them away when they get dry. So don't do that.
You know what I did instead of soaking them is I had a regular ball jar. So I took a shot glass, put the shot glass down inside of it, and then I put the Boveda pack inside of that, you know, on the outside. Took my eyedropper, you know, like the big turkey baster thing, and then filled up the shot glass with water, sealed the jar up, put it on the shelf, left it alone, and it came back on its own.
Yeah, but that takes like probably 8 times as long. It's just sitting it in the shot glass and putting water in there.
So I think, how am I going to say it? So I think the Integra Boost packs are between the two. I like that a little bit better, but I think it's more a tool to be used to keep your product from drying out in a situation. Like I like how they use them in the little packs for the what are those pre-roll the King Palms. I like it for that, or I like it if you were do tree rolls, things like that. I'm not a fan of reusing them just for mold and mildew purposes. So I don't like anything that, you know, if they are fairly cheap, so I would just buy and replace every time if it's something you were going to use. But I feel that the humidity that they keep them at, it's just, to me, my bud comes out a little bit more humid than what I like it to be. So I don't use them at all anymore. I did try for a while to use them and they worked fine. It's just, it wasn't exactly how I liked it. So I just stopped using them.
I think you can even get a lower humidity Spartan than the ones that people like to get.
Growers usually use 65,
yeah, but,
but you can get down to like 55. I think.
Yeah, you can get 57.
Oh, is there 57 now?
57 and 62, I think.
I like 62.
So like most people will use the 62s. So like if you notice that, then maybe try the 57 one time. But even in the cigar world, again, people will do that. Notice that they are more wet, and then like you'll take a bud out and then wait half an hour before you roll. That's like how people treat cigars too. They take them out and wait an hour before they light them, kind of deal, because it's more moist than they're aiming for.
Well, it'd be common sense too. Is if the area that you're jarring up in, if the humidity in that area is good, then when you jar it, you might not need any kind of packaging added to it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where I'm at now. Is I just keep
Yeah.
it in the room, keep the room where I want it, and then as soon as I open the lid, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be
Yeah.
there.
But I think that's the main thing is like if you let your flour get too dry, you're already to a point where the pack's not going to do you any good. Because even if it's rehydrated, you're going to have lost terps anyway. If you have flour that's stored properly, even if you add one of these packs, it's not going to have to release a bunch of humidity because your flour is already there. So it can just kind of maintain what you got already, and then you don't have to worry about, the pack really doing a lot of work. And that's how I would advocate trying to use them. I wouldn't use them. I mean, I do know that people use them as an emergency to restore their flour or whatever. And I would definitely advocate for that, but it's not going to fix the flavor part of that problem when you get that far.
No, I read somewhere in cannabis book a long time ago that once it goes past like 55%, that's it.
It's not 55, I don't believe, but it's definitely around 50%. I purposely aim for 55% at times when I'm drying, so I don't think that is necessarily the problem.
You have to remember too is when we're looking at humidities, we're reading a relative humidity of the room. It's an average of the humidity of the room, and so when you have the room set at 55%, it doesn't mean your bud is at 55%.
Right.
And so what the idea is if the humidity of the room is higher than the humidity in the bud, then it's going to absorb moisture, and then the vice versa, the opposite way. So really, when you set your room at 55, you're just trying to encourage that drying a little bit faster. Or if you set your room at 60, you're going to slow down that drying some, because the moisture goes from the inside of the bud to the outside. So when you feel the outside, it's going to feel a little bit, if it feels a little bit dried, it doesn't necessarily mean the whole bud is dry. It could still have moisture on the inside.
Yeah, fat stems hold more moisture.
And as soon as you take those buds off the sticks and stick them in a jar and seal it, now that moisture is going to still be kind of escaping out and trying to equalize inside that jar.
I would agree with Okie Grower that the Boveda packs seem to give the bud a Boveda flavor. I think that it's got like some sort of salt solution on the inside of it that gives it some sort of flavor.
I think the technical term for that is a terp snatcher.
Well, no, he's not talking about it taking a flavor. He's talking about imparting a flavor. It's a different thing.
Terp giver.
But it's all better than putting bread or an orange slice or any of the other methods you've heard of when you started growing.
The fan leaf.
Fan leaf actually works decent.
But
if you're gonna do,
encourage mold.
it will definitely encourage mold, but it won't change your flavor as much.
Don't dry your shit.
Ooh, speaking of good flavors, Australian grown, and it mentions swamp packs, which makes me think of swamp sticks.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Got that,
that was some
edging right
super
now.
fucking dense ass bud.
Porch Farmer did the. You'll have to tell us your story about your saving your strain seed pop you did.
Yeah, so I had 2 seeds. One of them was white, and I knew it wasn't going to really take, so I tried to germ them both. One took. I planted it. It grew, and it's a girl.
It's a female. Swamp Sticks lives on.
Back. Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll see.
She's
Hope
coming.
It has the,
She's in veg.
flavor profile going.
Right. It's still super, super indica. Very short and heavy fan leaf. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Really excited. But yeah, so many different strains in it. You never know what it's going to be.
That's true. Yeah, it could be very different from the one that you liked.
Yep.
Or the one we all liked,
it's
really.
Still there, right? Yeah. It's coming
That
back.
was funky in a way that a lot of other strains aren't funky.
It was all old school.
Yeah, man.
old school. Doc Dacus
Dandy.
didn't have anything but good things to say about that headlights that Skilbo grew. So,
Ooh, I know. This time. Dandy wants to know, what is that woodpecker sound?
That's Porch Farmer's fan. Here, I'll mute him now that he's not talking.
We were wondering the same thing. I'm like, what is that noise?
You know what it, no, you know what it sounded like to me? It sounded like an old school early 90s bong. You know, like when you're ripping the old bongs, have the really small straws. Like,
I thought my freaking freezer was going on the brink.
It sounded like the nature I play this fucked up nature sounds channel for my plants, like at night when they're like in dark period. It's a crickets, cicadas, and frogs playlist so that they think that they're outside.
this is the first. Okay.
Is it the Family Guy one?
I'm following you.
Is it the Family Guy
guys,
one where you can hear the animals screaming and shit? The
Like
lumberjacks.
the howler
they're
monkeys.
like weird sounds, and I just thought it was that because they're in dark period now, so I had no idea. And then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even have it on right now. But yeah, I do that kind of shit. I'm weird. And then I play birds in the morning when the lights come on. I play like a birds playlist. I'm telling you guys. Anyway, I'm muting. Mute.
Too many secrets revealed.
This is the type of people we let on the show, guys.
These are our friends.
No, I'm kidding.
I wish I was that much.
I like it.
Filling in for Red, man. Red's not here. Someone's got to start talking about shit like that.
Red is asleep, man. Red is asleep.
Someone's gonna start talking about shit like that, he says.
We are such a loving group of friends.
Gazoo, cheers, Merry Christmas. Yeah, man, we got 94 people watching with, man. I just say Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys are enjoying the laughs, man.
Happy holidays. Appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully we started your day with some great vibes so far.
We do have time to roll one more before we got to split them.
I'm going to keep packing this bowl that you gifted me in the spirit of Christmas.
Spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
I got to stop. My dog jumped in my lap, so I can't be blowing smoke on him. He'll be all sleeping for the whole day if I do that.
Quibbly.
The pug?
Yeah, Mr. Quibbly.
I love him.
He's just a lazy pig is all he is.
I get some biscotti.
He's a pug. That's what they do.
I'm gonna smoke some dash runts.
Oh, you say runts. I have to give a shout out to Berg and to Medical Mondays podcast yesterday on his Instagram. He shared a meme, and he said something like, "Go on ahead and let your kids believe in Santa. You believe you smoking the real runts." That shit was funny as fuck.
It is funny, man.
Yeah, it's going around. I've seen it.
That's what it feels like when I see strain names and it's really, really hard to find strains. It makes you really skeptical sometimes. It's like, do you have whatever? Do you have wedding cake for real? Or do you have Mac 1 for real or whatever?
There's only one way to find out, and that's to smoke it all. And you know what I mean? Don't let the name fool you.
Yeah, I'm more hyped when somebody in our circle here says, "Hey, I just got this new strain XYZ. I don't even care what the fucking strain name is. If they say it's fire, I want to just try it."
Right.
Dude.
But then the hype strain, like if something comes around and something from Cali or whatever, and everybody's saying, "Oh, this thing's the next greatest thing," I could give a shit less. You know what I mean? Unless one of my buddies or somebody's growing it and they're saying it is legit fire, then I give a shit. So just because there's so many, I mean, Jack on the show a couple of weeks back, I might have brought it up before too, saying how in Cali they can just change the name through metric even.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, this is just fucking insane to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Enjoy your day, Goodrich. Kids are up. Go open some things. Or watch them open some things.
Sure, there'll be some other pop-up shows on today too. So after we go off, make sure you have your notifications on for your other channels and shit. Come back through, kick it with the chat again.
So I wouldn't think that sound waves would loosen the soil. Mopman 420 says that they've heard that sound waves loosen the soil. So if you think about it, if you were to vibrate a pot of the soil, it would just get more and more compacted until it eventually was just very, very solid. So I'm not sure that that's a thing.
I've heard that, but I don't know. Yeah, I just try it out. I mean, why not? Like my point, and I commented after that is, why not simulate nature as much as possible? If they're outside, they're gonna hear some fucking crickets.
Yeah, Spartan's even got lights that'll simulate like sunrise and sunset.
Yeah. So I used to take my lights when I first started LEDs, and I put them on like a string, and then I would move them in the morning as I got up and then across the room, and I simulated like the sun. I am a freak. I don't know, but I just was like, well, if the sun goes like that, why shouldn't my lights move? Sure. So I just tried it all. I just think, why not? Then I mean, if your plants are normally grown in nature.
I gotta ask, did they follow the light?
No, because I didn't do an entire grow that way, because it just was kind of, I don't know. I can't remember when I started it, but it just got too tedious at one point.
I imagine so.
Weird.
Yeah, and then I wasn't home for certain. Yeah, but and then I just like, well, I don't know. I just tried it for a little while, and no, they didn't grow in that direction because I had them scrogged too. Right. So I had them all trellised up, but it's not like they were like.
Well, they don't do that outside though either, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but you know what?
Well, they do outside.
Holy shit!
So like you can watch the plant like look at the sun like this. It doesn't lean over, but the buds will like. It definitely does. I could even show, or I can actually watch it on camera because I have cameras in the greenhouse, and you can see them do it. You can also watch the leaves come up and go down. Like,
yeah, that's why I want to do time lapse. I think that's so cool.
Well, you can water like indoors. Your plants will the leaves will drop when you need to water. Right. You can water and watch your leaves go back up. It only takes like half an hour.
Yep.
So it's that you can actually watch it in real time while you smoke a joint, and your plants will just perk right back up.
I think that's why you should have a wise cam in your grows. Anyway. You can do those time lapses with the wise cam.
You can do a time lapse with a wise cam, but I would recommend blink cameras because they have cloud capability. So if you're interested in security, so like your wise cam stores the data on the camera, so you could lose that.
Excuse me.
We got 8 more minutes.
Here's Merry Christmas. I am really medicated.
Dan does giant abs, so
this biscotti is fucking good.
I'm usually down in Florida with my parents down in God's waiting room.
Oh, shit.
And I couldn't go down there this year. I'd kill everybody just in case I pick somebody up. So, or pick something up. So I'm here with me and all my cats. Merry Christmas, everybody, again.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I knew Tara would love your joke.
That's good. I really, really like that one.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That is.
It is, man. It is down
so
there.
True.
I was joking.
They used to live near the villages where everybody was like pickleball and golf and shit. And then they were afraid that they were getting too old. So then they wanted to be proactive. So they decided, well, we don't want you and my brother, who's down in Orlando, we don't want you guys to have to worry about, if something happens to one of us. So we're just moving to one of those assisted living places where you can live in a little place. And if something fucked up happens, then they can get taken care of and you guys don't have to worry about it because we're not going back to fucking Michigan. They were like, nope, we're not going up there. So now I can't go and see them. So now I'm getting ripped with you guys on Christmas morning.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit. I think that there's a lot of people that for one reason or another can't visit family. So hopefully they get a little bit of that vibe and get to chill with us and smoke and have a good start to the day.
I know it was a great start to mine. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, I got chill out for a half hour so I can go to work. Fuck.
Thank you, Spartan, for doing the thing and showing the plants the love on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, I want to shout out to the rest of the Mitten Cannon crew there because we just work together. And so what we do on the holidays, we all just pick a holiday and we're like, I'll work this one, you work that one. So it's just my holiday. It's just my turn. And but by taking my turn, everybody else gets the holiday off, right? So
yep,
that's cool, Spartan.
It's a thing that we like to say all the time is the plants don't care. Like they don't care if you're sick. They don't care if it's a holiday. They don't care about anything.
That's right. They keep growing whether we're there or not. So
hopefully we eat every day. So the plants are the same way. They should be eating every day too.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Stoned.
Dedicated.
Grow says he's about to do a Dank Man Dan size dab before the kids come down.
Do it, man. Merry Christmas. I did like 5 of them.
Probably to keep your eyes open, Dabs.
Okie Growers got it perfect. He says he and the wife are getting ripped with y'all about to go wake the kids up. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go build my second 4x8 tray stand and get that set up. So I'll have 2 4x8 trays now. I can get rid of all my saucers and risers and
nice.
Shit, man.
I was just thinking of doing the same thing.
Yeah,
when I bought those 4x4 trays from Red, it changed my life. It was like no more saucers, dude.
Yeah, that's where I feel like, man, I'm on next level. I only got to clean 2 things, and then I got white to make sure that I would clean it. So
now you're gonna look at your stack of saucers and be like, okay, there's $300 in saucers.
Oh, don't remind us.
We're gonna do a giveaway.
They're so effing expensive.
No, actually, I'll probably keep the risers. I do like the risers. I might use the risers in conjunction with the table just to keep things even cleaner. But yeah.
You said you were gonna do a giveaway. Do you want to talk about it, Dan, or no?
No, I'm kidding. Nobody wants my.
Oh yeah. People probably do want that stuff.
Gotta wash.
I want my old perlite piles.
Yeah. No, those are all go outside.
The perlite's flowing through his yard right now.
Yeah, man, dude, you should see the pile of weed compost from this kid. I didn't know what to do with the weed, man. Got a big pile of fucking weed.
Oh, from hashing, yeah.
Yeah, dude, out in my yard. It's fucking great. I'm gonna run
compost it.
Yeah, I'm gonna mow it down in the spring, and hopefully there was a seed in there.
Yeah, how many seeds?
This is the high thoughts. The high thoughts I have is when I see like all that fucking perlite in the backyard or something, and I'm like, man,
dude,
how fucking crazy would it be like 1,000 years from now? Some archaeologist from the fucking future is digging and be like, yeah, Michigan used to have volcanoes because of all this fucking perlite.
Right. It'll be like this one was a grow house. This one was a grow house.
You know what? Probably grow some great grass. Sprinkle it on your lawn, mulch it up, do what you got to do.
I'll be able to see us from Google Earth.
Yeah. I had a spot in my backyard, and I've been putting soil out there for fucking way too many years, and so we got this big ass 20-foot pool. I'd made sure to put that motherfucker right on top of it. So there you go.
There you go.
Because otherwise, when it rains,
that's
hailing outside. Looks like there's hail in your backyard.
The perlite will just start flowing to the lowest point in your property or your neighbor's property, or down the road, or it's funny. It's super funny. I like when I started growing, I used to drive down the road and just pick out grow houses. There's a million ways to do it.
And in the winter or the summertime, it's really easy. You just fucking roll your window down.
Yeah.
No, just look for the black panda across the windows.
Black panda film across the windows, dryer vents that are 6 foot off the ground.
No snow on the roof above that one room.
See all those pots out there?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That looks like a fucking Gettysburg of old pot.
It's like a graveyard. It's a graveyard of root zones.
It's a battle we all face as growers, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. So Finger Lake says dry it and save it for a bonfire, Dan. That is actually something that we are doing. We're saving all of the sticks from the greenhouse, and we're gonna have a fire with all of them, and I'm gonna record it for content.
That shit.
Right.
Make sure you have plenty of space. That shit. I don't know if you've ever burned dry sticks before, but it's like flash paper. It's like
Perfect.
It burns
Go
so
quick.
fast and so
He
hot.
says perfect.
Perfect.
Need to
I
get
filled up a 55-gallon drum one time from some sticks I'd saved, and I lit that shit on fire. And once it lit up, it was literally 2 times the barrel height past the roof of my house. The flames.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Awesome.
insane. It was like a jet engine on end. I was like, what in the hell is going on?
Well, we should have at least 5 times that much, so that should be perfect.
Yeah, I think I have some to donate.
Oh, nice.
I think you just need to make a big bonfire pile of all the dry sticks, and then I know one of you country fellas has a bow and arrow or a crossbow or something out that way.
Oh, fucking.
we got a bow and arrow.
Country fellas.
Yeah, man.
I've lost all the hair on
Somebody
my
had a bow.
I've lost all the hair on
Tannerite.
my body lighting a bonfire before. I know how this goes. All right, chat. Let's do some sign-offs, guys. It's Christmas. If you're feeling the spirit, say somebody or whatever, and we'll give them some love, and we'll get the hell out of here. Porch Farmer, thank you for joining us and your UFO sounds. Chat really enjoyed it. Before you head out of here, who would you like to thank, and where can people find you?
I'd like to thank all you guys for having me here on Christmas morning, and all the people in chat for being here with us on Christmas morning. And hope everybody has somewhere to be today. And you guys can find me on Instagram at Porch Farmer.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Dankman Dan, thank you, sir. Where can everyone find you?
Hey, you can find me here with the bros, 9 p.m. Sunday nights. You can find me on Instagram. Man, I just want to say shout out, Merry Christmas to all you guys who tuned in this morning and supporting us. And we really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without the support of the viewers and chat. And appreciate you guys, man. Wish you guys the merriest of Christmases. And 2021 will be here soon, and new beginnings, man.
Sir, Painted Lady, thank you for joining us this morning. Where can everyone find you?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I just want to thank the panel for having me, including me in the show on Sunday nights. You know, I've had a really great time. It's been, fun. And I hope at least you guys got some giggles out of my ridiculousness, at least here or there this year. And, shout out to everybody in chat too. It's been fun. I'm always just kidding. Never take what I say personally. It's just always a ridiculous joke. And shout out to my parents, who I hope to God are not watching me get baked on Christmas morning, because they would be fucking mortified down in Florida. But I gotta thank them for birthing me anyway. And my brother also, who would probably also be mortified, but whatever, he's probably still proud of me in his own way. And yeah, so all my friends and family, you know who you are, and I love you all, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you. Tara, Nut Tree, Lori, what's up, guys?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
So glad that we were able to do this. It meant a lot to me to be able to get everybody together for this pop-up sesh this morning, especially the idea to be, to have it Christmas morning was great. Great day for it. And I want to thank every one of you guys. Chat, this all wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys. I started off right there in chat following these guys, and I absolutely love it. And couldn't be more thankful for everybody and my family and Nut Tree and my sister here with me today. And I really, really appreciate you guys. And thanks. I really do appreciate you.
Oh, we know you're our biggest fan, Tara.
That's
Appreciate
right.
you.
I am.
Spartan, thank you for waking up early with us, man.
Thank you, Spartan.
It was an effort on my part, but I got here, so
appreciate you, bud.
I know it was.
But I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, chat and the whole panel. It's awesome to spend some time with you guys, even early in the morning. It's kind of a highlight of my day to just especially in these times, we're not even encouraged to be out. I mean, at least you can reach out and hang out and just forget about life for a while. So thank you for that, and Merry Christmas, everybody. And now I have to figure out how to make my mind work for the rest of the day.
At least you're going to work in a good mood.
Yep, for sure.
Hey, man, you be safe out there, brother.
Scobo.
I wanted to say thanks to everybody for coming through this morning. Appreciate you. Remember to come back on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Catch the Bro Show live to see some of these fine people there. And other than that, Monday is 11 p.m. It's the late session with Spartan, Red, and myself. Merry Christmas. Be good to yourselves. Be nice to somebody. Don't be a dick.
Right.
It's Christmas.
Don't be a dick. It's Christmas is right. Thank you, everyone on the panel. Thank you, chat, for joining us. Thank you to our sponsors, Easy Swap Pots, 2020 Mendocino, Seed Seller, Potent Ponics. Appreciate all you guys sharing 2 hours with us this morning and all damn year. See you later. What are you laughing at?